But you have a question related to motivation and keeping going with your weight loss. Do you want to tell the ladies what your question is?
Yes, my question is that when I lose weight, so recently I've lost 5 pounds, but I've put 3 of that I've put 3 of that back on. But as soon as I lose weight, my brain seems to press the pause button and go, you can relax now, you can have whatever you want, you can have that gin, you can have that piece of chocolate, or anything. And then slowly it just keeps pressing the rewind button every 30 seconds. And I'm just wondering how I would actually break through that barrier.
Excellent. I think that's a really good question, because I think a lot of people have this very same issue, and I do see it quite a lot. So we're going to talk quite a lot about comfort zones, because you've been on your weight loss journey for a little while now. So 3 years with Curves. Were you trying to lose weight before you joined Curves as well?
Yes, I'm also a member of Slimming World.
Yeah. So this is your kind of your normal. So when remember when you first decided to lose weight, you were like, right, I've had enough. I'm not doing this. And you took yourself off to Slimming World and you got these books and got signed up, and you came into Curves and you got signed up and started doing workouts. And you were really excited about it, weren't you? And it was like, right, I'm going to do this, 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 and this. And every day you woke up like, I'm going to do this, 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 and this, checking it off. And you got your results. And every time you got on the scales and you lost weight, you got more excited and more encouraged. And so the next day you did all the things that you've got to do, and you lost more weight and you got more excited. Eventually, it's not so exciting anymore. So, and what happens is your original goal is still valid. The amount of weight you wanted to lose is still a really valid goal, but it's lost its shine and it's kind of lost its edge a little bit. And I don't think you're as excited about it anymore.
No, it's now become a
chore.
Part of life. Yeah.
And you get used to the weight that you are, because it is quite comfortable. You've lost nearly 2 stone, so you've had a significant achievement. Where you are quite right now, you're fairly comfortable. You're starting to wear the clothes that you want to be wearing. You're getting used to that, to wearing those clothes. The goal is still valid, and the reason why is still valid, but they've lost their shine. So you need to be a bit cleverer in your goal setting and your planning, so that you get excited about it all over again. Because we've got to trick that bit of your brain that says, it's all right, you did 5, it's all right. Because not only is it stopping you from progressing, it's actually pulling you back each time.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, so it's not like you've stalled. It's what it actually does is it's a sabotage voice that's pulling you back each time. And if we let it, eventually, this is why people lose weight and then regain it quite slowly, is the sabotage. There's lots of reasons for that, but one of the reasons is the sabotage voice. And the sabotage voice will probably keep you below what you were originally, but it will let you creep to there'll be different boundaries. It will push you over like a certain stone, and then you'll be all right as long as I'm not that and a half, and then it'll push you over that boundary. And then the other part of the comfort zone is you've lost this weight before, you've been lighter than you are today. So there's a little bit of your brain that says, I can do this anytime I set my mind to it. I'll have that gin, I'll have that cake, I'll have that pancake, or whatever it is that's tempting you, because you've lost the weight already. So in your brain, it's the worst kind, it's the worst situation, because you know all the tricks and all the excuses, and it's like you can't do it again. You've got to work harder now.
Yeah,
you have got to work harder now. Comfort zone. And it's like, you know, if you've got a load of stuff to do, like you're just overwhelmed with all the things you've got to do, and you make a list, you make your to-do list, and you feel better even though you've done nothing.
Yeah.
Your list puts you back into your comfort zone.
Yes.
It puts the out of control back in control. And this is where you are with your weight loss. What was out of control is currently under control in up here.
Yeah.
But we need to push through it. Now, you've told me that you'd like to lose about 11 pounds.
Yeah.
Does that feel like a big goal, or does it not feel like a big goal?
Feels like an end goal to me. So it feels like I'm aiming for like the end game.
Okay, are you ready for that?
I feel I am ready for it, but whether I am ready for it or not is an up there kind of thing, isn't it?
I think it's easy to cling to the journey sometimes and wonder what is at the end with the way it's going, because there's an element of the unknown when you've been trying to lose weight for a long time.
Yeah.
When you get to your goal, what's going to happen?
Who knows?
What are you going to do?
Well, the idea is to maintain the weight. At the moment, I'm really good at putting on weight and then reining it back in, so I can keep it around a certain stone mark. But
At your comfort zone.
Yeah.
This is your new comfort zone. So we've got to work out how to get you out of your comfort zone, Lissa.
Yes.
We've got to fuel the fire now. What sort of plans do you make for this weight loss?
I make meal plans with my boyfriend.
Good.
I also plan out my breakfast as well.
Okay.
Lunches can be a bit here or there depending on what we've got in the fridge or left over from the night before. Snacks at the moment, they stay downstairs, so if I want a snack I have to go downstairs, even if it's for a banana or an orange.
Okay, so the meal planning is happening.
Yes.
Where does the issue lie? The issue lies in things that you're consuming that aren't on the plan.
All the naughty stuff in the cupboard.
Okay.
It's screaming my name.
Literally. Lissa!
Literally.
Okay. Who's buying this stuff?
Greg.
Okay, why is Greg buying it?
Because he wants it.
Okay. Does he buy it just for him, or does he buy enough for you?
Sometimes it can be a bit of both. Recently he brought a massive bag of Lindor chocolates. We're talking like a 1 kilogram bag here, and they're in the cupboard downstairs.
Okay. Have you opened them yet?
No.
Okay. Is he sabotaging you?
I wouldn't like to say he is, but I've got a feeling that that might be happening.
Is he overweight?
I don't know.
Okay, so he's not fussed about what his weight is. He's not trying to lose weight.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. And when you eat the things you shouldn't be eating, does he make comment on it? Either way.
Does
he say?
Sometimes he will.
What, like? Does he say like, "Oh, I thought you weren't eating that stuff," or does he say, "Go on, have one"?
He doesn't say go on, have one, but he'll say, "Are you sure you really want that?"
Right. Okay. Fine. So when it's calling to you, what's it what's it saying?
I might be.
Is it just because you know it's there?
Yes.
Literally, it's just because you know it's there. So you're not remotely hungry.
No, it's just because it's there and it's accessible.
Okay. So when Greg's buying this stuff, are you doing the shopping together?
No, we don't do the shopping together.
No, he does it.
Either he does it or I do it.
Okay. So when you do it, are you buying it for him?
No, I stick to my list.
So you don't buy it, he buys it when he does the shopping?
Yes.
Okay. So you need to not know it's there.
Yes.
Literally, you need to not know it's there. How viable is that as a suggestion?
That is a good suggestion. I will tell him not to to hide it somewhere and not to tell me it's even in the house. Ignorance is
How
bliss.
tall is Greg?
He's taller than me.
Okay, can he put it up out of your reach?
Yes, he can.
I know it sounds ridiculous, but the more barriers you can put between you and it, because you're not eating for any reason. Literally, there's no reason. It's not cravings. It's not because you're hungry. You're not going without because you're eating the things on your plan and you're getting your breakfast and your snack and your meals. It's literally just, it's like watching the telly. It's just a trigger. You see an advert for a food I'm not going to mention because it'll probably make us all want it, and it's a trigger, isn't it? Once you know it's there, you just want to eat it for the eatings of it.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, you could just ask him not to buy them and see what he says. But at the end of the day, he gets to choose if he wants to have. He's a grown man. He gets to choose if he wants to have these things. But have you ever asked him?
No.
Would you ask him?
Probably, maybe. I probably wouldn't ask him to stop buying them if he wants them. I don't want to make him feel restricted because I want to lose weight. But what I would say to him is, look, I'm short. I can't reach the top of the cupboard without getting a chair out. Put them up there.
I think that you should ask him, because this is the weird thing about relationships and men and women. He's possibly not fussed about them. He possibly just buys them because they're quite nice and because you like them sometimes. It's probably never occurred to him not to buy them.
Oh, I never thought of that.
And by just saying, you know what, I've had a chat with Sally tonight and these things I really find them hard to resist. He might just say, oh, I'll just won't buy them then.
Yeah, I'll have
he might not.
Yeah, he might not, but...
You might not. You don't actually have to say, please don't buy those because I can't resist them. Because that would be a terrible thing to say to him. But by just talking about the fact, this is what I want to do. This is how far I've come. This is what I want to do. This is where I'm falling over repeatedly. If he's not fussed about it, he'll just say, oh, if I buy them then. If he is fussed about it, he'll say, I really like those things. Then you just say, tell you what, can you just put them right out of my reach and not tell me that you bought them?
Yeah.
Easy peasy. And see how you get on.
Yeah.
But it's surprising how we don't express the things that make a difference to us, to our other halves.
It is.
It's like it should be really obvious. It's not. Bless them. And when he's choosing them, he's probably choosing the things you like.
Yeah, I think he is. Yeah, definitely.
If you want them.
Yeah.
Because that's how we show love sometimes.
Yeah.
So
definitely,
I think it is definitely worth a conversation. See what he says.
Yeah.
Maybe less of them or whatever. Anyway, I would definitely speak up. Not in a row either. Not like, oh my God, stop buying this stuff. I can't resist. Don't say it like that. Right, so that's where you're stumbling. Is there any other places that are tripping you up?
Sometimes I just won't be bothered to cook, so I'll order a takeaway.
Okay. And when you say sometimes,
That's probably once a week.
okay, and do you put it in your plan?
No.
Or this is a diversion from your plan?
It is.
Okay, and why is it an issue?
I just don't, because I'll eat more than what,
Yeah,
because takeaway servings are a lot more bigger than what you would normally serve yourself,
yeah,
and I would eat a lot more than what I would normally have on a normal night when I'm cooking.
yeah. So its portion sizes get out of hand. Okay,
Definitely.
okay,
We do share.
okay.
So if we have a Chinese, we'll get what we want from there, and then we'll share it. But there's always leftovers, because portion of rice is like a mini horse trough.
Can you have Chinese on Slimming World?
Not supposed to.
You're not
because the
supposed to.
sauces are very sinful.
Yeah. So do you count it?
No. I should do, but I don't.
So why don't you count it? Because the little voice is saying, it's okay.
Yeah, the little voice is saying it's okay to lie sometimes to yourself. It's fine.
Okay, so we need to stop that.
Yes.
So we either don't have takeaways, or you've got to portion it up into something that is acceptable, so that there's some boundaries in place, and decide what you're going to do with the leftovers.
Yes.
Would you freeze them and reheat them, or would you not do that?
They don't get frozen. They go in the fridge,
So
and then they get reheated.
Okay, so if you have a Chinese takeaway once a week, you have it 2 days running.
Pretty much, yeah.
That needs to be adjusted for in your plan, because I don't think it is at the minute.
No, it's not.
So you've been doing this. This is the problem, you see. You've been doing this long enough. You know how to make those adjustments. I don't need to tell you, and obviously I'm not familiar with Slimming World, but you know how to make those adjustments, but you're not doing it because you don't like the answer.
Pretty much.
So we've got to make you like the answer, because we've got to make not doing it, we've got to be resistant to not doing it, and we've got to make doing it the more attractive proposition.
Yes.